All right, Charlie Vann here with lightweight and Fortis MMA fighter Justin McCormack. Most important question first, Justin. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. Got energy, feeling good.
Yeah, you
Just
seem all passionate and energetic today. So I mean, training must have gone well.
yeah, I did. I actually threw up this morning.
You threw up
Yeah,
because of the workout, or just because it's something you ate?
I think it was something I ate.
Oh, well, that's never
Or
fun.
lack thereof, I guess.
Lack thereof. Those are fun mornings, right? You know, you got a
Yeah,
training, makes you feel a little alive, right?
yeah, definitely.
Well, hey man, I want to thank you for taking time coming on this podcast, and man, excited for you. Your pro MMA debut. Let's dive right in. Fury Fighting Championship 58 right here in Dallas. What's going through your mind making this pro MMA debut?
Man, I'm a little. It's been 3 years since I fought, so I'm a little nervous, a little anxious, but I'm just ready to go out there and do what I've been doing for the past 3 or 4 years at Fortis. Just training, getting the grind in, working hard.
Well, and,
So.
and let's talk about that. You said it's been several years since your last fight. Of course, you're making this pro MMA debut. What is that mindset like? You've had this time off, and now you're making this big debut. Is that mindset the same as when you made that amateur debut at all, or any other fights, or all the same?
No, it's different. It's a lot different. I mean, I was 28, now I'm 32, so I mean, I'm a little bit older, but I still feel good. I work out and keep my body the best I can for this. So, I mean, we're gonna go out there in 2 weeks and see what happens. I guess. I think that I'm confident. Let's just put it that way. I'm confident.
Well, no, that's good. Confidence is key. And,
So,
when did you decide that, okay, it's time to make, because you had a pretty successful amateur debut. And, even with the time off, when did you decide, okay, I want my next fight to be a pro?
I actually wanted to a long time ago. I came into the gym actually at Fortis, and it was funny. I told coach like within my first like 6 months, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to have a pro fight. What's up? I thought I came there with like a young kid, big old head, and he put me against somebody, and they whooped me butt pretty much. And he's like, "You're not ready. Go sit down." So it took me a while, and then I'd say within the last year, I would say that I've actually been like, it's time. Like after I hit 30, like 31, started coming around, and now I'm 32, and it's like it's time. It's go time now. There's no more waiting. We got to go. And I talked to coach, and he's like, "Yeah, no more amateur. We're gonna go straight pro." So this is what we're gonna work on.
We'll just talk about, coming into Fortis MMA, that dynamic, that environment. Obviously, Fortis has been on the rise here in Texas, in the MMA world altogether. A lot of your teammates are in the UFC right now, or fighting for like LFA. So, right close to being in the UFC. What do you feel about the environment, and how do you feel that it's changed your game and gotten you ready for that pro level?
I've changed a lot, man. I came in. There's so many different coaches there. There's so many people that care and are willing to work with individuals that even if when I first came in, having it like I had a little bit of experience, but I didn't really start training really hard until I came here. So, um, and now I get it to where I see where kids coming in like, oh my God, it's Uriah Hall. Oh my, and I remember myself like that time I was like, oh dude, it's Uriah Hall. Oh dude, it's but you know what I mean? So, but so it's pretty nice. The the practices are I haven't had a practice as hard as I've ever had at Fortis. Like I've been to a lot of places and trained, and I think Fortis tops them all off for the intensity. So
Where do
yeah,
you where do you feel in your game, or is it just all around that you feel there's been massive improvements?
my striking has gotten a lot better. My ability to move around. My within just the past couple of months, I've been doing a lot better in wrestling, a lot better in my grappling, my cage work, my clinch work. Um, and that's really what they've been working on because those are some of my weaker spots is the cage and the clinch and the ground, but it's all going to come. It's only up from here. So
And and now that you're 32, are you glad that you're making this debut at 32? Just, with maturity in that, do you feel like it would have been a lot different if you were in your 20s, or if back in
I,
2018 you decided?
yeah, I would have been a lot more cockier. Probably I would have had like this chip on my shoulder more than what I have now. And I don't know. I, I think I'm taking it more seriously now because of where I'm at in my life than when it would have been there. I would have been like, well, I'm still young. I got time. But now I'm like dedicated, stay focused, nose to the grind, one after the other.
Well, let's talk about this matchup. Pantoja, Johnny Pantoja. He's 2-4 record. I know he had a win, a knockout, and bare knuckle. What do you think about this matchup? What do you love about it? What gets you excited? And do you like to make predictions for your fights?
Um, no, because I really don't know what the hell I'm gonna do until I get in there. Honestly, like I I know he's gonna come out wild. I know he's gonna come out swinging. That's how I've seen all of his fights so far. So I think if I just weather the storm and take it to him, or if I just take it to him right away and don't let him get his, you know what I mean? This depends. Mostly, I'm just going to listen to my corner. I'll have Steven Peterson and Ramiz Brahima in my corner.
Hmm. Two great
So
guys to have in your corner.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So I'm just going to tune my ears to them and let them lead the dance for me.
When you said you're expecting him to come out wild, that's kind of his style. Do you think also part of that could be that pressure? You know, I mean, 2-4, a little bit. You know, I mean,
Hey, he's got to come out. He's got to put it to me. He's got to like, listen, I'm 2-4, but I can beat this dude up, and if I beat this dude up, I'm right back at it. You know what I mean? Especially being someone from Fortis, and I'm not I'm not saying I'm somebody big, but beating someone from Fortis is still a thing. Like that's a feat in itself. So
well, you just talk about also the promotion. I mean, Fury Fighting Championship. I mean, they've really taken off, been on the rise.
yep.
UFC Fight Pass, so your pro MMA debut, you get to be on Fight Pass. Talk about that, film, because a lot of eyeballs, obviously the powers to be with UFC tune into a lot of those fights. So what's going through your mind there? And it's in your backyard, your new backyard here in Dallas.
Yeah. I have goosebumps right now just thinking about that. Like it's across the whole world, and it's funny that it's my first fight for my pro fight. Like it can be broadcast across. So that's nerve wracking, and but exciting and invigorating at the same time. Like I want to go out there and show, but I don't want to say like I'm gonna go out there and put on a spectacular show. I'm gonna do all this great. I'm just gonna go out there and go 100% of myself, and we'll see what happens. But
How do you like to handle nerves before a fight? I mean, do you have a special way, like, and especially leading before you make that walkout? Like, are you like superstitious or any way, or do you have like a meditation? How do you handle nerves?
um, I don't. It's been so long, I don't even remember honestly. Um, I think just like everyone else, man. At some point, it just goes away. Like the last two fights that I walked into, I wasn't nervous for. I was really well prepared, and I knew that I was going to win. I felt good about it. Um, so the fight before that, I don't know, man. I don't think I have anything special that I do. I guess we'll see this time. I guess now that it's something new area, new place, new team.
Well,
You
and
know what I
and
mean?
what's been some of the best advice that you've gotten so far about making this pro debut?
Um, just don't let it get to my head.
Mhm.
Don't let it be. I don't really want to. I haven't really gotten a lot of advice other than from fighting advice, and that's from my teammates telling me what to do and what not to do. Ramiz pulled me aside today. Safe pulled me aside today. I mean, people are talking to me and telling me what I need to do to win, but like, I don't. I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No worry. No, yeah, no, it's hey, making that pro MMA debut is exciting. I know it's a long time coming for you. You know, we mentioned that, it's been a couple of years. Does it kind of feel new in a way? Or do you kind of like that? I mean, nobody wants to have time off, obviously, but it's like this
Um,
new kind of exciting experience.
yeah, definitely. I mean, when I fought before, it was for smaller places. It wasn't that big. It wasn't, but now that I'm here and it's a bigger stage, and I'm like, man, this is it. This is the show. Like I'm about to get. I'm like, this is my stage. These are my steps to get to the show to where I want to be. So it's nerd. Like that's crazy.
Well, and you're fighting at Gilley's, and for anybody that's local here in Dallas knows how popular Gilley's is as a music hub and dance hall. Just well, Southside Ballroom being next to it, but Gilley's is as big as it comes with music and dancing. But what's the smallest place you've ever fought in?
Aberdeen, South Dakota.
How many
Or
people?
what? Maybe like 3,000. Not even like maybe like a couple hundred, 300, 400 people. That's probably about the smallest venue. Maybe Watertown, South Dakota was the only place I've fought. So
Do you have any interesting backstage fight stories, like getting ready, or maybe you had to be in a hotel or anything unique? Some of those smaller shows, there's always something that sticks out to you.
Um, the only thing that I know about this smaller show is there's one, and this has nothing to do with like the actual show itself, but for promotion wise, the guy that held the belt wouldn't take my fight like 4 times, and this guy wasn't making him fight for me fighting for the belt. So I was just like, all right, I'm done fighting for this. It's a Fury. It's actually Fury, not this one, but a different Fury promotion. It's a smaller, like, I don't know. But other than that, I do have, whenever I did go to Watertown, there was, I don't know where they came from. There was it's like they bring the disabled kids out there and disabled, like younger adults. And whenever I was out walking around, one of them saw me and like, he kind of bucked up at me and I was like, "What's up, buddy?" And he's like, "Are you a fighter?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm going to fight you." And I was like, I went over and grabbed his arm. This kid's arms were huge. I went to grab his arm. I was like, "You're too much weight, too much weight." I talked to him for a little bit, but after that fight, they all came to me, like all of them hugged me. Like that was a special moment for me. So that's probably like the only crazy story I've ever had from that. And then when I weighed in one time, I put my guns up, and another one of the kids that were like that, they were like, "Oh my god!" And it was quiet in there. So it was quiet inside the bar, and that's all you heard. So everybody started laughing. So, but that's a good thing about the smaller venues too, is that I know a lot of people personally that go there, so it's more sentimental because I have my good close friends around me at that smaller venue. Like my family was living there and stuff. So, but
Speaking of family friends, how many are making that trip for February
um,
27th?
man, I got one from Florida. One of my
Oh,
friends from
wow.
Florida is flying. I got family from Louisiana coming. I've got I've got like 2 tables so far sold for family and friends. So, but the farthest so far is from Florida. Yeah. So, yeah.
Speaking of South Dakota, I've never been. What is the best kept secret? Only people from South Dakota know, especially Sioux Falls. Like, what's the best kept secret or best thing to do that us tourists we don't know about?
So, in all honesty, it'd probably be the hiking out in the Black Hills.
Mm,
Like that is like where the sweet spot is. Or Art Alley in Rapid City is
mm.
really cool. They have it's pretty much like a graffitied art alley, so
Oh,
that's
wow.
really, yeah, it's really nice. Honestly, any part of West River, South Dakota, for landscape is beautiful. You can go out and have a wonderful time. Um, East River, you're mostly just fishing, man, and it gets 8, 9 months out of the year it's cold, and 3 months out of the year it's warm. So you're either fishing or, I don't know, hunting. Hunting really, that's about all that we really have to do out there.
Finally, just want to wrap up with you here. I know you're a big Star Wars fan. What do you think of Boba Fett, man?
Oh, I like it. I actually haven't been able to catch up because I've been so busy with what's going on right now. I have a full schedule at work, but um, I'm excited to see how it all unfolds. I think I'm in episode 3 right now.
Episode 3.
But
It
I
get
believe
it,
so.
it
Yeah.
picks up. It really picks up. The last
That's
few episodes are really exciting.
see, that's what my buddy said, and I'm waiting to start it. So, because I know as soon as I watch it, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to watch it through. So, I'm waiting for time to catch them all. Probably tomorrow, honestly. And then
Definitely.
I have all week off, the week before fight week. So there's that too.
So you're gonna get in that mindset, that those battles.
Oh
Well, speaking of Star Wars, what Star Wars character do you think your personality is the closest to?
yeah. Ooh, that's a good one, man. That is a good one. I would say Anakin before he's like, whenever he's like confused a little bit, but not
Mhm.
like before, whenever he gets a dark side. In episode 2, when he's like, when he fall in love and he questions everything, he's like, is it like, do I want to be a Jedi? Because like, do I like? I feel like I'm always conflicting myself as well every chance that I get. But also, I'm reckless, and at that point, he's reckless. So
Mhm.
you know what I mean. So there's another little tidbit for you.
Are you excited for the new Obi-Wan show? Anakin's back.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting, man. Oh, man, I gotta catch up now.
Yeah.
Now you make me feel like I'm a bad Star Wars fan because I haven't watched the
No,
ones
you've
that
been
are.
busy, man. You've been busy. You've been getting ready for your own battle.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
who do you think in the Star Wars universe would fare well inside the cage?
Ooh, that's a good one. Um, I would. I was gonna be like Jar Jar Binks, but no.
Well, you never know, man. Flying knee. I could see Jar Jar pulling guard
Yeah,
or
doing some crazy
jumping
stuff.
knee.
Yeah, yeah. Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah. Just because
He's
the
got the
intimidation
moves.
factor alone. Yeah, that's him.
He's kind of got that wushu too. I mean, I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Yoda's another one too. So.
well, hey, Justin, I want to thank you for taking your time. Best of luck on February 27th. Yeah, man. Exciting.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right, you too, man. Well, you have a good one.